Work, 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 work. It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah. Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me. Yeah. Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me. It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah. Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me. Yeah. Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is up, whack people? Ho, ho. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, the Honorable OCT Octavius Haye. And I'm riding solo right now, but back for another exciting episode of the WACCast podcast. It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you, or I shouldn't have left you out some dope whackness to, I don't know, step to, whack to, whatever it is you do with the whackness. Listen to, haha. Look at me calling myself an MC, taking that long. But yes, again, this is the WACCast podcast, and we are ready to talk whack today. So, ladies and gentlemen, of course, the drama between Kanye West and Kim Kardashian continues, and now he's upset that she's posting videos and pictures, I guess, whatever, of their daughter without his permission. He doesn't want her on the app. I think they were on TikTok, singing music, nothing too harmful, but a lot of people took that as Kim kind of taking jabs at him because he had made it known he didn't want her to do that. My thing with that is you don't need your kids on social media. Sometimes you want to keep the peace. If you want to post a picture, like I just want to post a nice picture for a birthday or something like that, that's fine. But when you see that the opposite sex, regardless of what your relationship is, has a problem with it, that's their child too. You should be like, all right, well, I'm, try to make a compromise. On the other side, on the other note, though, Kanye is kind of acting like a hoe. He's acting like the female in the situation. Seems to me, he's always had an issue with social media, so I get that. But it seems like other than that, a lot of the things like buying a house next door, complaining about not being able to go to his daughter's birthday party, even though I think they said it was agreed upon that they would have separate parties. It seems like he's doing what women tend to do, and he's using the children. He's using the children as a way to get at the mother because he can't get her back. She's messing with Pete, and I think he's just upset about that. He's talking to other women, he's trying to do whatever he wants, but he's still trying to cause issues with her because he want her back, and maybe she just don't want her back, and maybe this is one of the reasons why she don't want you back, Kanye, because you be tripping big time. And yeah, I feel bad for them. I don't like a family be separated, and I was championing them to get back together. I did think that Kim and Kanye, they just need to get back together. They got 3-4 kids. You got a nice little family. You guys should just get together. But Kanye is messing it up, and I don't think any woman want to deal with a man who's being as soft as a baby, as baby diapers, my nigga. Like, what are you doing? Soft as bread, as dough, It's one thing to want your family back and fight for your family back, but you still got to stand up on your own as a man. And Jesus, Kanye, you are big time tripping right now the way you're acting. I truly believe that if you had just played it cooler, maybe I could have made it work. She was putting up with all your craziness and all your rants and Twitter rants and going off on people and all this nutso stuff you do. She was putting up with that. And I think that she had genuine love for him. She used to post him all the time and just say sweet things. But when you push a person and now all of a sudden you're going at the family, and you're making it a personal thing, you're making it awkward to be able to hang out with these people that she's grown up with. I know that you are husband, and as the husband, you're supposed to be her number one. But that doesn't mean you just wreak havoc into her life and she's supposed to accept it. A woman looks for a man financial stability and just mental stability too. She wants to be able to be like, okay, he's got this and I got that. And his behavior is really not showing that stability is there. So maybe if he acted differently, things would be different. But as it stands right now, they're not working out, and it's only going to be hurting the kids. At this point, I don't know. I might be with Kim, just be gone from him and mess around with Pete. I don't think that Pete is long term. I think he's just fun in the moment for right now, as she figures some things out, which usually happens when you get into something with somebody right out of a serious relationship, out of a marriage. So I think right now he's just somebody fun. Maybe not. Maybe they're the rare occasion where you just get out of one relationship, go to the next one, and that's who you're supposed to be with. But I don't think so. But either way, I was a big proponent of Kanye and Kim getting back together. But the way he's acting right now, I don't think so anymore. And maybe if he gets it together and takes his meds or whatever, or learns to focus his ranting range on other things, I don't know. And then you never know. I was told I was told by a female that maybe she's just doing this to, make him hurt a little bit, make him feel it, make it sting a little bit, put him through the ringer since he was talking all that crap before she gets back with him. I would say men don't like that. It's like either you be with me or you don't play no games with me. But the way he's acting, he's playing all the games in the world, so who knows? I think this is a lot of these issues he put on social media, ironically, while he was trying to keep his family life private. That was one of his biggest problems with the reality show. He's making everybody aware of all this stuff, and Kim's actually the one who's keeping it private and not sharing details. And yeah, you see her out with Pete, but you don't know nothing about nothing. We see him tongue kissing and all this other stuff. So yeah, Kanye's wilding. At first I was like, hopefully they get back together. Now just hopefully they can find a way to live peaceful with each other. They got these kids, and who knows, maybe they will get back together. Maybe this is just them showing off. I don't know. I will say this, if it is, Kim winning, man. She got the W right now. She making Kanye look like he's sweating. He chasing this girl to that girl. He going back to all these other women trying to get that thing. She just chilling with a youngin', man. She in cougar territory right now, so she's living her best life. Only thing I hope is the kids don't get hurt from this. They do, especially the oldest one, North. She is able to get on social media and see this stuff and hear from this stuff. Kids from school, maybe. And you just don't want to see your parents fighting like that. You want it to be loved, even if they're not together. So for the kids' sake, get it together, both of y'all. Yeah, so moving on to the next topic here, we have, unfortunately, it looks like they back at him again. Chris Brown, Youngblood, Briz Breezy himself is in some more trouble, hot water. A woman is suing him for allegedly raping or drugging and raping her at a Diddy party. We all know that that still got Kanye on the mind from the last story. We all know that Chris Brown has been going through a lot of these allegations, things like this, women accusing him of doing things. I think the last one was a woman, I forgot, they had the whole SWAT team at his house. A woman, they said they took her phone and they was holding a hostage or something like that. They had the helicopters and everything. Well, now this woman's come out saying that, again, Chris Brown allegedly drugged and raped her. Chris Brown, of course, came out and he's completely denied these false allegations. He's chalking it up to he's got a new project coming out and they're trying to throw dirt on his name. And he's not too happy about that. Now, of course, I can't sit here and say who's right, who's wrong. I wasn't there. No, will I try to say that? I will just say this. When you are a famous person, it's always a chance that one of these women is going to try to get that bag off you, whether she agreed to do it with you or not. You look at the Tupac situation. A lot of people compare Chris Brown to Tupac. Well, let's compare it with this. Look at the Tupac situation. Tupac went to prison. He didn't rape that girl, but she said he didn't do nothing to stop it. The man who did it, where was they at? All the problems were put on Pac because he was a celebrity. He was a star. And she probably was hoping to come off a bag of Pac on top of that. Now you look at Chris Brown, same thing. He's a superstar. And I mean, realistically, Chris Brown could get any woman he wanted. So why he would feel the need to drug and rape? You might say, well, Bill Cosby. Well, I got opinions on Bill Cosby. I'm not gonna take it there right now. But I'm saying you might be saying some men just want to do that, and maybe so. But also sometimes some groupies just want to be groupies. They want to come up off a bag, or they feel a little shame because they thought it was this way with a nigga when it wasn't that way with the nigga. You was just a side piece and they hurting. Taking it back to the Tupac situation, remember, old girl, she gave him some head at the dance at the club, what, like a week or something before? Not too long before that, a few days, a week or something, like relatively soon when she started screaming that them dudes raped her. Now, maybe they did in the Tupac case, and Pac just was like, well, I ain't got nothing to do with this, and wasn't thinking nothing of it because he already kind of saw what type of woman she was, and men are guilty of that. Now, in this case with Chris Brown, it is a little different because she's saying that it was him, and not somebody else, but it still stands. What I'm saying is, a lot of times these women might feel a little salty, a little bit away. Who knows? You can have a woman who was liking you. Y'all had a good time at the party. You treat her like what you wanted to treat her like. Hey, you was for a good time at the party. Or a lot of time it is just some devious stuff. They pre-planned it, or they think about it later, afterwards. She a little lit. It's like, oh damn, I don't really remember too much. No, she was around Chris. Hey, Chris did this, did that. That don't mean, or like I said, I don't know. Could be that Chris was doing that. This all allegations. We don't know what happened. I guess she's suing them. They gonna settle this in court. See what happens. But let that be a lesson to all y'all, man. That's why you gotta get them forms signed, man. Women, they gotta be aware and knowing what they doing. Forgot what they call them, the technical term for them, but yeah, agreement that you are fully aware and agreeing to all this stuff. Sign that paper. Get them to sign that, man. I know a lot of times when you turned up having fun, you're not thinking, but when you are a brand, you got to be thinking, because it's not just you that's at risk. It's the people around you that's built their life around the money you making. That's part of your business, your brand. And unfortunately, Chris is going through this right now. Hopefully, this can be taken care of. Hopefully, it's at the most we can hope for is a misunderstanding. Like you said, they both lit, and unfortunately, society tends to believe the woman. So if you both lit, and the woman says rape, they're not going to take into account that you were drunk or you were high or whatever, but they will take into account that she was those things. So unfortunately, that's how it works. Even if y'all consent, if she's drunk, it's rape. If you're drunk, it's fine, or you're the monster. So you never know, but you never know what happens. You never know what it was. A party, the atmosphere, sucks that had to happen. Just hopefully the truth can come out. That's all we can say for right now on that topic. All right, so going to the next topic here. So unfortunately, it looks like Miss Tasha K has lost her case with Cardi B. Cardi B went ahead and sued her for defamation. Lawsuit saying that, Tasha K pretty much lied about her, saying she had herpes and other things about her that weren't true, made up stories. And the judge agreed, and she lost the case. She now has to pay Cardi B with $3.8 million that she has to pay her, not to mention the legal fees that she had to go through, and probably court costs too. So racked up a pretty penny this has cost Miss Tasha K. Now, one would think after being exposed like that, and pretty much, I think on the stand, pretty much even admitting that lying about Cardi B is her business. I believe that's what she was saying on the stand, and Cardi B shouldn't have said nothing. All just burying herself. You would think that she would humble down and be quiet, probably try to move on, just change a little bit the format of the show, so then like this could ever happen again. But no. Not Miss Tasha K. She's staying strong with hers, and she put out a video responding to the decision. The judge's decision, the court's decision, that she has to pay that $3.8 million. First of all, she did say she plans to appeal it, so she's gonna try to fight that. Secondly, she came out and said that this was all the machine going against her. The corporate interests going against her to fight her, to keep her from speaking, and talking about promoting and glorifying drugs and prostitution and all the negative things in the black community. And to that I say, what that got to do with anything, man? What that got to do with you lying? I mean, this was a lie. You bold-faced lied. You called out on it. The court agreed. You were found guilty of it, and you have to pay the settlement, $3.8 million. Honestly, if you didn't want to have to pay that, you shouldn't have been lying. And if you want to talk about the effects of Cardi B's music and the mindset she put in women, that's great. I kind of might agree with you on a lot of that stuff. But once you start just making up stories, you can't then turn around and act like you this freedom fighter for the black community and trying to use black people in the struggle and the corporation, the regimes and the agendas and all this stuff to try to backpedal on the fact that you just was making up stuff about a woman. You got called out on it. You tried to call her bluff with, I think she sent 3 cease and desist against you and even contacted you or somebody in your camp. You called the bluff. You thought you were just going to be able to get away with it, and you didn't. So you got to hold this L. Don't try to be this freedom fighter, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. type thing, saying, oh, it was for us. No, it was for you. You profit off of making up stories. And once you make up a story on somebody, you keep going, and you see it affecting their life, and they have money and resources, maybe you should have thought twice about it, but you didn't. You thought you was untouchable, and you got touched. And, hey, learn your lesson, but you want to keep going this route, you're going to end up probably alienating some people because, people like the messy. They do. They like the drama. They like people to talk about this stuff. I like it. I'll go and try to find people talking about stuff all day. That's why I do what I do. I like to talk about stuff. I like to hear people talk about it. But at some point, you got to be willing. You got to be real with the people. I'm sorry. You got to be real with the people. And once you start trying to fake the funk, no matter how messy you get, you're going to turn off people, and it's going to cost you. And right now, you got to be willing to just take that L and say, you know what? I messed up. I shouldn't have lied. I'm learning from this. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to still talk my stuff, but I'm going to try to make sure it's factual. Anything I can't prove, I'm going to let you know this all allegations. I'm not going to speak on it like this is what's really going on. So yeah, I hope she learned from that. I hope everybody else who this is a lesson for everybody, who wants to get in the content game, talking about people, reporting on things, gossiping, blogs, rumors, whatever. You gotta make sure you have some plausible deniability in this. You can't just be coming out and going so hard on somebody, be being so personal against them and rough and vicious. Those days are done for. And as you see right here, it can end up costing you millions of dollars. Now, a lot of times with these civil suits, a lot of times people say the person who wins may not get that money, and maybe she won't. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But right now, I would say to Tasha K, I know her platform is huge, and she's doing her thing. I would say that people like her and her, just play smarter. And if you get caught up and you get caught, just take the L, man. Don't try to fight against what it is, because that's going to make it even worse for you. And now you've become the villain while you're trying to make yourself the hero. People see through that and see that you're just trying to use black struggles or issues to make yourself right, when it's not about that. It was about you just lying and making up stuff. That's what it is. So address that. And that wasn't addressed. And until you address that, nobody really going to want to hear this nonsense. You're going to still get your fans to hear you talk about stuff and drama, and you're still going to get eyeballs on you just because your name is attached to Cardi B and she's such a big star. But come on, you're not going to be the hero in this story. I'm sorry to tell you. Just accept that L, man. And that's what it is. And that's our show for today, you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to get this whack wisdom. Please come back and get some more of that from us. I'm trying to do 2 shows a week now, either Tuesdays and Thursdays or Wednesdays and Fridays. Haven't quite come to a decision yet on that, but definitely be putting out more content, side little things for any side stories that may not make it on the podcast. Be dropping videos on that. Also have a bunch of reviews and just opinion pieces of politics and things like that. So yeah, come get that. We got more content coming for you from the Whackness. So hope you appreciate that. And with nothing else to say, this is the WACCast podcast, and I am whacking off.